Hi everyone and welcome to week 2. This week we are looking at Zog again. We read half of this last week and we looked at Zog and who he was and how he was at dragon school trying to learn all about the things that dragons need to know and trying to win that golden star. Can you see he's wearing there? So this week I thought we'd carry on and see what other characters we can meet in the book. So that's who we're going to talk about today. So come into the space, let's do a warm-up. Okay, and the first warm-up we're going to do is going to be our beans warm-up. So do you remember the 5 beans we looked at? We had our first one, which was our runner bean. So you're going to run on the spot as fast as you can. If you like, you can run around the space. If you've got space, I haven't got much space, but you can. That's our runner bean. Our second one is our jelly bean. Do you remember? Super wobbly, as if you've got no bones and you're made of jelly. Good. Our next one is our broad bean. So very wide, very open. Our broad bean. Good. Our next one is our jumping bean. So you can jump all over the place. All over. Do big jumps if you can go really high, or just little jumps if you haven't got much space. And our final one is our baked bean. So we lie on the floor. Lovely baked bean, baking in the sun, which is very hot at the moment. So those are our 5 beans. So we're going to start with our broad bean. Can you stretch right out, really wide, touch the wall, touch the other wall, as wide as you can. Good. Can you do a runner bean? Run, 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 run. If you can run on the spot, that's great. Run around your room. Good. We have a jelly bean. Wibbly wobbly. Try and move all of your body, your back, your shoulders, and this is going to help us think of ideas later on in the lesson. Good, jelly, jelly, jelly. We've got our baked bean. Let's go baked. Ah, nice and relaxing. Still stretch out as wide as you can, like a big star. Big, big stretch. Our next one is jumping bean. Jump, jump, jump. Good, good, good. And runner bean. Well done. Broad bean. Stretch. Jelly bean. Wibble wobble. Wibble wobble. Good. And baked bean. See if you can face a different direction this time. Baked bean, stretch out on the floor. Really big stretch. Well done. Good. So those are our beans. Our next one is, I'm going to give you 4 actions to do. So our number 1 action is standing in parallel, which means our feet are slightly far apart from each other and they're stuck to the floor, so we're not going to move. And we're going to roll our heads all the way down for 8 counts. So we're going to curve our back and warm up our backs. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend your knees and roll up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. The next one we're going to do is bring our arms up. We're going to do a ski swing. So we're going to go round and down. Bend the knees, a big circle your arms, and up. And round, stretch, and down, and circle your arms, and up. Good. The third one we're going to stretch to the side. So we're going to stretch really high. 1, 2, 3, 4, middle level, lower level, lower level, and a really low level, and a really low level. Good. And the last one is fidgeting. Can you fidget for 8 counts? You can face any direction. You've got to fidget for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So let's go from the beginning. Let's try our number 1 and rolling down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 2, round, stretch and down and round and up and round, stretch down and round and up. Good. Can you reach to the side? Really high. Reach and reach to the side and down and down, and even lower. Touch the floor, touch the floor. Good. And our last one, fidgeting for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, well done. Give your arm a shake. Give your other arm a shake. Give your leg a shake. And give your other leg a shake. And can you stretch really tall right to the ceiling? I can actually touch my ceiling. There you go. See if you can touch yours. Good. And can you curl up in a teeny tiny ball all the way down to the floor? Well done. And can you unfold till we're standing up and make a really big star shape? Good. Well done. Okay, so I want to look at the rest of Zog. So last week, we'll quickly whiz through it. We looked at Zog, and this is by Julia Donaldson, and the illustrations are by Axel Scheffler. So he drew all the beautiful pictures. So this is about Zog. He went to dragon school, do you remember? And he learnt to fly, and he bashed into a tree, but he kept trying. And a little girl came along and gave him a plaster, and she helped him. And this time in year 2, they learned how to roar. But he roared and roared and roared and got a sore throat. So the girl came by again and said, "Would you like a peppermint?" So she helped him again. In year 3, they went to learn to blow fire. And he blew his fire and he twirled around, and his wingtip caught alight. He caught on fire. And he fell into a river, a little stream, but that's okay. The fire went out and the girl came along and gave him a bandage to help him. So this girl, we don't know who she is, but she keeps turning up and she keeps helping him. So let's carry on from where we left off. So all the dragons in year 4 were learning, can you guess? Yes, said Madam Dragon, how to capture a princess. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own. You'll need to capture hundreds by the time you're fully grown. So they're all capturing a princess. Zog went off to practice. He tried and tried and tried, but he simply couldn't manage. "I'm no good at this," he cried. "I'll never win a golden star." Just then he saw the girl. "Perhaps," she said, "you'd like to capture me. I'm Princess Pearl." "What a good idea," said Zog, and up and off they flew, the princess gripping tightly as they zigzagged through the blue. Aha, so he did capture a princess. "Ah," said Madam Dragon, "our first princess so far. Congratulations, Zog, my dear, you've won a golden star." He did it. Zog was proud and happy, and Pearl felt good as well. She took the dragon's temperatures and nursed them when they fell. So she's looking after everyone. A year went by, and in year 5, the dragons learnt to fight. "Right," said Madam Dragon, "here comes a real live knight." Up spoke the knight. "My name," he said, "is Gadabout the Great. I've come to rescue Princess Pearl. I hope I'm not too late." Zog breathed fire and beat his wings. "You can't, she's mine," he roared. "Oh no, she's not," yelled Gadabout and waved his trusty sword. The other dragons crowded round and watched them all agog. Who was going to win the fight, Sir Gadabout or Zog? Then Princess Pearl stepped forward, crying, "Stop, you silly chumps. The world's already far too full of cuts and burns and bumps. Don't rescue me. I won't go back to being a princess and prancing around the palace in a silly frilly dress. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there, listening to people's chests and giving them my care." "Me too," exclaimed the knight and took his helmet off his head. "I'd rather wear a nice twisty stethoscope," he said. "Perhaps, princess, you'll train me up," and Pearl replied, "Of course, but I don't see how the two of us could fit upon your horse." Then Zog said, "Flying doctors, I'd love to join the crew. If you let me be your ambulance, then I can carry you." "Bravo," said Madame Dragon, "an excellent career." And all the Year 5 dragons gave a loud, resounding cheer. Then Madame Dragon told the horse, "I really hope you'll stay. I'll let you be my pupil and feed you lots of hay." "What a good idea," said Zog, and off he flew, the flying doctors waving as they zigzagged through the blue. So there we go. He made a friend, he became a flying doctor, he became their ambulance, didn't he? And he won a golden star. So that's fantastic. So I thought, looking at some of these words, who Zog is, we could actually make up our own dance about Princess Pearl and Zog and the flying doctors and all that kind of thing. So just to get our heads back into the space of who Zog is, I thought we could look at some of these words that maybe describe him. So I think he's very strong. He's very competitive, isn't he? He really wants to win that golden star. He's very determined. He doesn't give up very easily. He's very brave, and he can be fierce when he wants to. He breathed out that fire, didn't he? So when he wants to, he can be all of these things. So I think go into the space where you are, and I want you to come up with some movement, or you can copy mine, to show the word brave. So how could we show the word brave? I think putting your hands down, you're putting yourself forward, and you're opening yourself up to something, saying, "I'm going to have a go at this. I'm going to be really brave." So that's my brave position. I'm going to have a go at this. Now, do you remember last week we looked at determined? That means I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going at something and keep trying. So I think if we jog on the spot and then freeze, something might stop you, but you're going to carry on and you're going to keep going, stop. Something might get in your way, but it doesn't stop you. You're going to keep going. This time you're going to freeze in a different shape. Something else is going to stop you, but it doesn't. You carry on because you're so determined. Make another interesting shape. Good, and carry on. Well done. I think you're super determined. Brilliant. Okay, he's very strong. I think he's very strong. Can you show me that? Can you show me 3 very strong positions? So I'm going to go like big wings. I think I'm going to have a very strong, solid position. If I came along and tried to gently push you, I bet you wouldn't move an inch. Like you're made of stone. So that's 1. I'm going to make another really strong position. I'm going to reach over. That's my second one. Can you think of a third one? What's a third one? Maybe we could reach up. Have one reaching back. Good. So really strong, really solid positions. And fierce. How can we show fierce? Well, I like the idea of sort of blowing fire. So I thought that kind of, like he's roaring. Roar. Or I thought about, you know when he blew fire and then he turned around, didn't he? So we could breathe fire, maybe do a turn. So can you breathe fire and then bring your arm around, and that's going to make you turn, but you're breathing fire. Good. So you can be quite fierce. So the rest of the words I thought were, we should look at Princess Pearl and who she is. She was very friendly and very kind and very caring. So I thought if we mixed up some of Zog's words and some of the words that described Princess Pearl, we could come up with a dance. So I love the words determined, so I'm going to keep that one. So this is Zog. So I think we should bring our legs out to the side. This is going to be our little dance phrase. I'm going to put our hands on our hips. And that shows that we're very, very determined, doesn't it? Okay. So we're going to jump to the side and put our hands on our hips. We're then going to show capturing the princess. So we're going to bring our arms out wide like a golden star, and then we're going to bring them in like we've captured the princess. So make a really big star shape and then wrap them around you like you've just captured the princess. Good. Now Princess Pearl, I don't know if you noticed, but she was wearing a crown. So do you want to bring your hands up onto the top of your head like you're wearing a crown, and you can look up as well. So from our star shape, put your hands in and show that crown shape. Good. Okay, from here, Princess Pearl was very caring. So you're going to take your own arm and you're going to gently turn it over. Because she sort of wrapped the dragons in bandages and she healed them, didn't she? So from our crown, you're going to take your arm, gently turn it over, very gently. Good, and it's like you're showing someone, look, I just healed their arm. So that's very, very gentle. You can take the weight of your own arm in your other hand. Okay, and the final one is the big fight between Sir Gadabout and Zog. So what I want you to do is draw your sword. You're going to go twist, twist, and poke forward. But at the last minute, you're thinking, I don't actually want to fight. I think I'm going to shake his hand. Okay, so you're going to draw your sword, twist, twist, and you think you're going to fight, but actually you're going to hold out your hand and you're going to shake hands and be friends instead. So from the beginning, we're going to be very determined. So we're going to be our determined shape. Good. Okay, we're going to go into our star and we're going to capture the princess. Okay, and we're capturing Princess Pearl, so bring your hands up to show that crown. Good. And then we're going to show that she's very caring. So you're going to bring your arm forward and show your arm. Good. And from there, we're going to fight. So we're going to draw our sword, we're going to go twist, twist, but instead of fighting, we're actually going to shake hands instead. Good. Okay, so if you need to, you can wind that film back, have a little practice, or if you want to carry on with me, we'll try it with some music. Okay, here we go. Let's try our Zog dance. Determined, here we go. Capture. Fight. We decide to be friends instead. Should we try that again? So determined. Stretch. Whack. Okay, how did you get on? Good, I'm sure you did really, really well. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to add in a few little turns in between those movements so we make it more of a dance. So we're going to start with being very determined. We're going to start a determined shape. We're going to do a turn into our star shape and then we're going to wrap our arms around us. Good. From here we're going to carry on. Bring your hands up into a crown, okay, and then we're going to bring our arm over into the caring position. From here we're going to add in another turn, but this is going to be a big one. We're going to do a big turn, and I'm going to flick out our sword as well, because I think that'd be quite fun to do. So we're going to show our caring arm. We're going to do a big turn, and flick out your sword. Okay, twist, twist. And we finish shaking hands. So we're just going to add in a turn from the beginning. We're going to turn to the star. We're going to go Princess Pearl. We're going to go caring. We're going to add in another big turn to go flick, twist, twist. And actually we're going to shake hands. Okay? So let's try that with some music. Here we go. Once more. Okay, so if you need more practice or more time, you can wind that back and run through that a few more times. And if not, you can come into this space with me. I'm going to do a nice little cool down. We're going to do some stretches and some breathing just to give ourselves a bit of a cool down. Okay, so let me find another piece of music. Okay, so come into your space. Good. And we're going to do slow motion fighting. So we did some very quick fighting. Can you do very slow motion? Can you do a twizzle of the hand, but keep it very slow? Lovely, so really twisting our wrists. Good, and freeze in a fighting position. Unfold your wings, like Zog's wings, in slow motion. It's very hard to do it slowly. There's one, there's the other one. Can you stretch? And can you look up? Good. From here, can you do a slow motion capture of the princess? Good. Do a big hug. Well done. You just put your head down and gently stretch the back of your neck. Well done, keep breathing. Take a deep breath out. And, sorry, deep breath in. And a big breath out. And a big breath in. And a big breath out. Well done. Show me slow motion, fierce. So do you remember he blew the flames? Wow, well done. Can you do a slow motion turn? Whoa, here we go. Well done, and into more fire. Wow, big ball of fire. Great, well done. Show me a very slow motion, determined, very determined Zog. And let's finish with a big stretchy golden star. I think he's going to finish a golden star as flat as he can on the floor. So let's make the biggest golden star we can on the floor, as wide as you can. If you can, and just rock backwards and forwards, and then straighten your legs and rolling up all the way up, just like we did in our warm-up at the beginning. Give your arm a shake, give your other arm a shake, give your leg a shake. Lovely cool down, very nice. Okay, thank you so much. I love dancing about Zog. I hope you do that class a few times if you like, because I think every time you do it, you can think of different shapes and different movements to go with each of those words. And any other words that you think you can think of, or that remind you of Zog or Princess Pearl or Sir Gadabout or Madame Dragon. She's pretty exciting, isn't she? Or any of the other dragons. I really love this dragon here. This little green one, he's very sweet. He just looks got a really funny face. And this one's got tiger stripes. Can you see they're all slightly different? This one's got little horns here. Actually, Zog's got like a unicorn horn. So if you look at all these characters, they're all slightly different from each other, aren't they? And that's brilliant, which means each one could dance differently. So we could do a whole term on Zog. Be fantastic. Well, thank you very much. And I will see you very soon for the next book. I won't tell you what that is. That'll be a surprise for next week. Okay, thank you.